Chit, 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 chit. Make sure all my settings are good. I haven't been on here in a hot minute. Gotta make sure all's good. There we go. Ulysses Nunez, hey, what's happening? Welcome, welcome, welcome. He stuck it in here. How are you? How are you? And welcome to Detroit Shrimp and Aquatics, where we have so much fun raising our shrimp and breeding our shrimp that we love to bring it to you to have conversations so everyone else can learn everything also. I'm just trying to tweak this sucker in. I don't know how good I'll be able to get it. I got it pretty far away, so probably not very good. I mean, it's a great camera, but I think being too close is going to make it look like crap. So I am good. I am good. Been taking care of some stuff. I haven't been on here in a minute. I still gotta go. I gotta take my mother again to MRI at 3:30 today. So it's like it never stops. But she got more fractures in her spine, so we gotta get those taken care of. Get her surgery again. Monica Lynn. So yeah, it's been a minute since I've been on here because, like I said, I've been taking care of some, just everyday stuff, and I don't want to come on here and just sit and talk about a bunch of crap and put everybody in a crappy mood. No one needs to know my crappy issues of my crappy days. We all have them, and that's just how it is. I don't want to come on here and boo-hoo about it and try to get people's shoulders to cry on. There's nothing about that. So yeah, she'll get better. We just have to figure out how to stop it because she's had 2 surgeries already that they fix. I mean, they're in and out surgeries, but now there's 2 fractures. I don't know if she's got some kind of bone disease issue. We got to pump her full of vitamin D or something. I don't know. I'm not a doctor, so we'll find out. But so that's the thing. And Luke. For everyone who always asks about Luke broke out in hives. He's got Luke has allergies. When Luke was a baby, we used to feed him Cheerios. He would eat Cheerios as a baby. Well, one day we gave him Honey Nut Cheerios, and he broke out in like a hive type deal. So there's something in it that he's allergic to. Well, he ate a donut yesterday from school, and it was a plain donut, had frosting on it and something in it, set him off, and now he's broke out. He's real uncomfortable and stuff, so yeah, it's a handful today. So, but you gotta do what you gotta do. Still in ya, what's happening? Yeah, I was watching that video, what is it? I think I got it in the cold or something that you just did. I can't remember. I think I watched it all. I think I gave a thumbs up, but I like that one you did where you were out, were you fishing or something, and those walls that go around, the big tall walls and everything. Man, that was super cool. All right, Monica, take care. Talk to you soon. Well, it makes me smile to see you show up. Yeah, Luke would be good. Thank you, though. So, okay, more or less what I wanted. I just, just because I'm not on here doesn't mean I stop doing shrimp stuff, um, products, all this and that. The thing is I just don't want to come on here and, sometimes I'll come on here and we just kick it and talk and, shrimp stuff. But I just don't want to come on here and just, talk and say a bunch of stupid stuff and have it be boring and stuff like that. So I at least try to, have my arsenal with some information or bring you guys products or anything. It's just, sometimes I come on here and I just get stuck and like, and it makes for, really, really lame stream. And you guys come on here and spend your time, that's valuable watching. So I got to do something that, makes it more valuable, makes it to where you want to come and watch and not go, oh, this stream probably sucks. So that's why some time has gone by. Also, because I really haven't had anything to kick it about. It's, what am I going to do? Come on here and say, hey, the top 5 questions about shrimp. Been done. Same questions. Or, how do you put together a Carradina tank? Been done a bazillion times. I mean, yeah, I can do it, but it's only one way to put a tank together. How do you put together a Neo Carradina tank? It's just, I don't want to waste you guys' time. I mean, it's I understand you guys will all watch, but I want to bring, stuff that I feel is more informative than, the stuff that you can go on. You can get from anywhere. I don't want to do stuff that everyone else has done. And I should say people that even know more than me have done. So it's like, I don't want to try to one up anybody, so, but, file scanning, I don't need that on my thing. Jacques Jones, Everstuffed Shrimp Waves, welcome. What moss is that? That is, Christmas moss, almost positive. That's Christmas moss, and to the left bottom, that's Hookerus. I sell the Hookerus. I sell it in pieces. I can cut pieces off. Somebody actually messaged me, I don't know, maybe a month ago or something, and said, hey, how much is a big 3x3 stainless sheet of that? I was like, $50. And they never messaged back. I'm like, do you know how long it takes to grow that stuff? Stuff was expensive just to buy and start, but that's how I started. I contacted a shrimp guy that I deal with, and he had it, and I was like, hey, let me get some of that. And he's like, all right, when I send it to you, okay, no threats, fine. He's like, just prop it, just lay it all down, tie it to something, let it grow, and let it, so I've been doing that for a long time. The tank setup vids, if it's something you feel will be helpful, people watch tons of vids if they're smart before diving into shrimp and setting up. No, I totally understand. All I'm saying is, like you say, there's tons of vids out there. And, well, I don't know if you want to say if they're smart, watch a video first. It's that's not a bad, I agree, but there's a ton of people that don't. But for the people that do, if you're going to, if you punch in Carradina tank setup, there's probably going to be about 15 videos out there. And it's the thing is the information's already there, so I can't add anything more to it to make it for people to go, oh wow, I never heard that, So, oh, Peppa Creek. Well, I'm glad you like it. You're welcome. Glad you got your package. So that's what I try to do. Is I try to give a little more than what someone's already done. If I can add to it, I will. But if I can't add to it, I just feel like I'm giving you the same information that somebody else has given. So, but I do understand what you're saying. And hey, me doing it, people that are subscribed to the channel might just want to see me do it. So I've done one, a Neo tank. I just haven't done a Caradina tank setup yet. I don't believe I have. But hold on, I gotta turn on my Solawasi light, my extra light. Bam. I always run an extra light on the Solawasi tank because there's so many shrimp in there. They need that extra algae. They need that growth in there at all times. I mean, if I miss a day, that's okay. But if I start missing days and they eat the tank completely clean, then I'm screwed. Hey, Chevy Fish. What's happening? The heck was it I wanted to... Oh, yeah, I got a few things. Oh, if anyone's wonders what this lit up thing around my neck is, it's for my neck. They brought me some equipment to try to help with the nerves and stuff and the pain that I have. So this goes around, it lights up. I'm supposed to wear it for 2 hours. It's got these heat packs. It's really weird, because I use it to send shrimp, but there are these heat packs with a metal ring on it. I guess I could show you. But it's just a thing that goes on my back. But these metal, they're little packs like this, and they got just a piece of metal, and it goes onto the magnets here, and they get super hot. It's supposed to send electrical pulses. I don't feel anything, but it locks together, and I gotta wear it for 2 hours. And boy, does it just makes you dewy, So, but let's do this. Oh, I want to give a shout out to buyshrimp.com or buypetshrimp.com. Yeah, Eric Lucas. I went on his he was having a thing giving away some shrimp. They're culls out of his blue dream tank, just clear, whatever. But I went on there and I put my name on there and I won. I was like, holy heck, So I messaged him and he's like, look, Brian, they're just culls. And I'm like, all right, I put them in the cull tank. But he said, I want to give a shout out because, look, he gave the shrimp 4 people. I don't know how many shrimp I got. I'm sure it was more than 10. But he paid for the shipping. So he paid from California. So that's $15 at least. $15. Free shrimps. And then if you guys seen, he put on there for all the people in Texas that have lost their shrimp due to the power outage, once things start to clear up and things get better, to contact him and he will send you free shrimps to get you up and going again. All you have to do is pay shipping. So kudos to Eric at buypetshrimp.com. That guy in my books is number 1 ace buku, top of the line cat. I mean, that's hard for somebody to just say, hey, I'll give you a bunch of shrimp so you get you going again. That's really nice that, it shows that people within the hobby, that do good, that they want to help. They want to help out, and that's really nice to see that. It's not just any normal Joe, but somebody that does good in a hobby. They're not stingy and, you know, wanting everything for themselves. So let's give Eric old thumbs up. He sent us a sticker. Love stickers. I love stickers. Anybody ever has stickers and you want to send them to us, Luke's bedroom door. I don't care that he does this because it's kind of something that'll be there forever. But the front of Luke's bedroom door, every sticker that we have, if it's a union sticker of mine, anything, he puts it on the front of his door. So he collects stickers, and there's a mirror on there. So everything we get, the only one he hasn't stolen from me yet is Aqua Balls. But Peppa Creek, or not Peppa Creek, was it? I think it's Peppa Creek. But all my newer ones, everything that I had, he pulls, slides them off my tanks and puts them on his tanks, or on his door. So, hey, John, welcome. Johnny John. Yeah, so I want to say publicly that, but he sent me some food. It's a secret shrimp food. So I don't know what's in it, but he sent me a little pack. Not only did the guy send me free shrimp that I won, pay for shipping, he sent this and a sticker, and he sent some candies. Of course, I'm not going to eat the candies, but, you know. So I want to say a public thank you, and, hey, great looking out for everybody. Can I send you my sticker to the return address on the package you sent? Yes, please. Yeah, that'd be great. I would love the stickers. Yeah, Luke collects stickers. We do stickers. I'm trying to get my the new t-shirt stickers going. And remember, guys, if anybody wants a shirt, let me know. I got a few left. I have large and extra larges. So, we got the shirts. Yeah, I think that's a large, and then I got a large, some extra larges, and then I have them up at my buddy's fish store too for sale. So, yeah, your wife eats the candy. Yeah. There you go. BuyPetShrimp.com. Yeah. Yeah. I didn't want to test my fate, you know. I'm like, yeah, I don't know. My dad always said, don't watch the candy that you get on Halloween. So, you know, it's just kind of funny. Hey, I'm going to move this camera really quick, a little closer to the tank so we can get a better visual. I'm not videoing this tank because of the shrimp that's in it, but it's the food I'm going to put in it. I want to see how they respond. And I want you guys to see how they respond. So, I was hoping, that was another thing, is I was hoping that my video setup was going to be different today. I can't tell you guys everything, but, you know, I've been waiting. I had to get it shipped to me now, and then I got to go to the store. But I've been waiting for something to show up. I was going to go get it, but then I wasn't able to go get it because they didn't have it. So we had to special order it. So it's supposed to be sent to my house. Then I have to go to a store. So hopefully we'll have it. What is today? Thursday. Hopefully by this weekend we'll have it, and then you guys will understand what I got, and it'll make my stream way better. Well, I mean the videoing. That looks cool. All right, so. Lurkers and anyone I boost. Oh, here it is over here. Mark Shrimp Tanks. I was watching Mark Shrimp Tanks, I don't know, a couple weeks ago. He came out with the video, and he added a new pump to his water. To pump his water out. Well, all I had. Hold on. Well, I can't find it. I don't know what I did with it, but all I had to pump my water out was a power head. Uh, a guy a long time ago at a different store hooked me up with it, and he hooked a hose to it, and then I put the end on for the the fish tank hose, the big huge python to screw onto it. Well, it works okay, but like when I'm pumping into the big tank, it takes a long time because it only pumps out so fast. So I want to run it to where I could pump it, but I want to pump it through really small line, like what comes on an RO, or through airline tubing. And what I want to do is pump it into this room, and then like have the hoses, one on that side and one on that side, to where I could just pull it over and hook it to the tank and fill it up slowly. Well, I needed a more powerful pump to push it through that little stuff. So I went and I bought this. This is an Aquamag Supreme. It's a magnetic drive water pump. So it's actually made to do, it's actually made to pump the water. Hold on, let me blow this up some. So, and a picture of it all put together is here. So you got that big huge filter on it, so you could drop it into your can, whatever you have water in. You don't have to worry about it picking up any garbage, gunk, anything like that. Says it's designed for aquariums using energy efficient magnetic drive technology. So see, we all want to save energy and power, not spend that much money on it. So it's free reusable foam debris pre-filtered. Now this is made by Danner, and Danner's the one that made my other air pumps I had, those big 40s. So Danner's a really good company. Yeah, but anyway, so that's what I got, and I hooked it up. Here's a pump spec. If anyone's into specs and wants to know, you guys can pause this and read it. Do whatever. But anyways, it's not that big. And I drained out my 120. I did a 50% water change in that, and filled it back up in probably 10 minutes. So it works really good. But it has the push to get it through small tubes now, and to get it from way over there all the way over here. I mean, the power head did, but the power head's not made for that. It's just made to stick in a fish tank and blow water around. It's not made to do all that, to pump it 60 feet across a room and 6 foot up a wall. So I had to change it out. But and just remember, when you go get a pump that's made for this type of stuff, if it's aquatic stuff, it's very expensive. That cost me $90 for a pump. But it's not overpowered, so I don't have to worry about, oh my gosh, this thing's way too strong and blah blah blah. It's what you need. It's got what you need. So that pump vid gave me a new motivation to get something like that going in my shrimp room for a drip water change system. Yeah, there you go. See, that's what, because I've been needing a new pump. So when I seen his video, I was like, you know what? I'm just going to go get it and then work on getting the new system put in, because I already got valves. Hold on. So I already got, valves that I'm going to have. Some valves. My buddy at the store gave me a bunch of stuff to hook up to the pump. So I hook this to the pump, run the air line out of here to this room, and then I'll have to get another one of these, but, I have the shut-off valve, because I could shut one side off and have one side fill, so it's not pushing the water over there, so I could have a split, have a T, have it go both ways, but have the shut off, be able to shut it off so it's not shooting water over to one side. So I'm not in a hurry. It's just, this is a one-time deal. It's, do it once and that's it. So I like to take my time, think about it, because I don't want to put it together and in 6 months go, I'm going to do it differently. So, but yeah, it's same thing. I watch Mark stuff all the time. He's a pretty intellectual kind of cat. He's got a lot of great ideas. So I steal them. I don't have a problem saying that I steal his ideas. Hey, it is what it is, That's what happens when you're smart. People steal your ideas. But he's got good ideas, so. Next. Catahoula's, what's a Krusty Hewis? What's happening? Oh, and please, if anyone's not subscribed to the channel, please hit the subscribe button, hit the thumbs up, share it, like it, all that good stuff. Really appreciate it. It helps. Like everyone says, which it's true, it does help the YouTube algorithms, because it shows them that you're watching, our content and that you like it. So it helps. I've gotten a few new subscribers that said that YouTube, put it up on their stuff saying, hey, we think you may like this. So it does work. So I'm quite happy with that. So I'd appreciate it if you guys do that. So part 2, or the next. This is what I want to go to now. So if you guys know, most of you guys and gals should know that we started with mystery snails. And within the mystery snails, we're trying to do our own thing. It's kind of like, I don't want to feed them just one food that everybody else feeds them, this and that, blah, blah, blah. So anyways, we're trying to, just like our shrimp, if we can feed them 15 different foods, so when people buy them, they don't have to worry about having to feed them anything special. It's all good. So we've been working on that. But, so I got this crab cuisine because Corey from Aquarium Co-op says how good the mystery snails like it and how good it is for their shells. So I started thinking, and it's like, well, if crab cuisine is good for all these, how come nobody really says anything about feeding them the shrimp? It's like people say, oh, they got a bad mold, this and that. Well, this stuff has calcium in it to help with that issue. So, I mean, I have calcium in the foods, the powdered foods that I sell. But I was thinking, man, I wonder if the shrimp will like it. So I thought that I'd put it in this tank. Reason being is this is my pit bull tank. They won't eat just anything. They will not eat just anything. But if they like it, they'll swarm on it. So I thought that I'd put some of this in there. So let's see if shrimp like it. And what I like about it is it sinks quickly. And like I said, if they like it and it works so well for their shells, wouldn't this be something to put in a tank that has shrimplets? You know, let them start getting that calcium really early on. You know, so you're not having to feed, you know, calcium one day and then this and then this and then this. Just put a food in there that's high in calcium and, you know, see if they like it. But we'll know here in a couple seconds because they come out in droves. I mean, I don't know. There's got to be over 200 shrimp in this tank, and I just sold, I think, 50 of them. I don't know, 50 or 60 of them. But, yeah, there's our Crystal Red / PRL tank gets a lot of attention. Well, because the grade is so high. It's really high grade, so. Oops. So we have that. So crab cuisine, we're gonna check it out. See, now that, like I said, oh, see, they're in the back grabbing it, swimming away. See, with the food spread out, you know, they're not going to come in so crazy and, you know, be on top of each other. But, like I said, if it's a hit, this is a tank that's going to let you know. I mean, that's what I'll put my money on, you know, so. But I mean, I have other tanks that are just as good. But all we got to do is just wait for that smell to go around. And once that smell goes around, you know, see what they do to it. So. I don't have my glasses on. I'm trying to make sure that that's not blurry. That's blurry. Oh, that looks better right there. And here's the other thing. I've never fed this food. So if I fed something that I feed, if I put it in there right now on top of this, they would go crazy and it would bring them into this other food. But when you feed a brand new food that you never fed before, you see how they're grabbing it and they're running off. But you know, if you got brand new food you've never fed before, they're like, you know, hey, what is this stuff? I don't know what it is, you know, and they're kind of iffy on if they should come in and get a bite of it or not. But you give them a second. Once they see one or two in there and that they're not spitting it out and running, they'll stay. It's not looking too bad so far. And as you see, they just grab it and run away. So it must be good to where that, you know, they're just stealing it. Danikin, welcome. How are you? Too bad Danikin's not a shrimper, a shrimp channel. Man, he getting everybody up to 1,000 mark on YouTube. He's just putting together the cheering section, and they're all hitting their goal. I don't know if I want that much attention yet, though. Mr. Kenny E. I have one of the Starlights like you have. It's just a baby. I've had it for a little bit now, but my buddy sells them at his store. He's only got a few left, but I bought one and it's now turned black, and it has all the little white spots on it and everything. So, and what's the other name of it? The scientific name of it? Starlight. Dang, I can't think of it. Yeah, I am good, Mr. Kenny. Yeah, I can't think of it, but it's the Starlight. Yeah, you have, what, 4 of them? I think 2 big ones in one tank and 2 in another one. Scott's Aquatics, welcome. Polini. That might be something, but that's not the name I'm thinking of. Paratilapia, yeah, the bleaker eye. That's it. Paratilapia bleaker eye. Yep. You guys got it. Yeah. The bleaker eye. He's or she, I don't know yet, but they're to size now where it's changed and it's black. And then yesterday, I got lucky. Hey, Scott's Aquatics, welcome. I got lucky yesterday. Long time ago, I had a Waru. And it got sick, and I couldn't get it to go away. Whatever it was, I couldn't get it to die off. Well, it died. So I haven't seen any anywhere. And I went into another fish store down the street from me yesterday to go get this crab cuisine. And I said, yeah, man. I said, to finish my 120 off, I said, do you know any place I can get a Waru? And they're like, well, we got them. I was like, what? We went over to the tank. They had one left, and it's, I don't know, size of a 50-cent piece. So I was able to get a Waru yesterday, too. So now I have those 2 smaller fish and with all the other ones. So those Warus, boy, I like those. Gotta be one of my favorite fish is the Waru. So, I mean, they're... like I said, it's a new food. They're coming to it. They're eating it. Let's see if we drop a piece of mucha in there. We'll see. I put it over here in the fish bones. They're eating it really good. Oh, yeah, well, let me do this. See if you guys can see this, if you like this better. So this is the tank now. Now that I put the food in there. I mean, I know it's a terrible picture. I'm sorry that for the glare. I don't mean to have the glare, but I just want to show you how the shrimp come around. And they see how they steal the food and they take off. And then they go after it and they just hang out. Let me see if I can that helps much. Oh no, that just made the glare worse, didn't it? Well, anyways, you guys see how much it is. That might help if I go up a little higher. Yeah, no. That's why I can't wait for my new piece of equipment. Alright, let's roll like that. I'll fix the picture here in a second. Oh, God damn. Watch where you're going, stupid. Watch where you're going, stupid. We don't say that word around here. Bam. All right. Do you have any of those shrimp that are maroon with the white mint? Oh yeah, I have tons of them. Yeah, the Dennerly. Yep. Yeah, I'll move the camera over there here in a sec. So here's the Mucha food that they're used to eating. See, look, they're stealing that food and running off, so they must really like it. But like I said, you give them something that they're used to, and they'll really come out like mice. Yeah, actually, Kenny, that's the tank. When I started the video, I turned the extra light on. The Sulawesi tank, because, there's so many shrimps in there that they need all that extra food, the algae. So you have to, continuously grow it all over the lava rock. I choose to use lava rock. I mean, you can use river stones, flat stones to, for decorate, to make it look super cool. But the 10-gallon over here is where they're going to move to, because my 10-gallon, you guys remember, I had that leak, it broke, and I saved the shrimp. Well, now my colony is just huge with them. So, yeah, I just did that short the other day with them, videoing them. Yep, Sulawesi. I want to surprise Danny with some. Well, the only thing is with the Sulawesi need to be shipped overnight. So, especially in the cold. But it's just they don't do good in cold. They're they're a sensitive shrimp on the shipping part, because you have to keep the heater in it, keep them around 82. They like hard water, high pH, but that's where the rabbit snails come in, because they love heat. Because they're all from the same Lake Sulawesi. If you punch up, Sulawesi shrimp, and you watch some videos, they dive down, when they're collecting them and stuff, and the rabbit snails are all over the place, and, so it's just, what's the word I'm looking for? It's a world of their own, so I make this just like it would be in their natural habitat. But that being said, like I said, it has to stay hot. So it's got to be shipped overnight, and it's got to, of course, have a heat pack, all that good stuff, to keep it nice and hot. I will wait for weather to break. I have patience for them to be healthy. Yes. It just needs to warm up, because I have 72-hour heat packs that get up to 115 degrees. So an overnight shipment would be fine, but just waiting for it to warm up just a little bit, because I've had them shipped to me when it was cold out with no heat pack, and yeah, they showed up like they were just knocked out. And I brought them back, and they didn't live after that. So yeah, I have tons of them. Yeah, Danny would love them. My wife loves them. I'd probably say most of all of them. But yeah, I'll move the camera over there now, and then I'll feed these guys. You'll see how I've trained them to eat, instead of just the algae, to eat food that I put in there. They really go nuts over the snow the snowflake food that I sell now. That tank's almost ready to put the Solways in because they're going in that 10 gallon. Alright, we're going to have to do an angled shot here because this tank is only a 5 gallon and I have a glass lid on it. So, it doesn't, I'm not able to put anything out. So, here's the snowflake that I sell. And these guys just go bonkers over it. Oop. And right to the corner it went where I did not want it. But it's okay. And in my opinion, which is just my opinion, but I think I've done so good with these due to the fact that they're in a 5 gallon. Because when they're in a 10 gallon, I mean, I had just gotten them. So, I mean, maybe because of their age, but them being in a 5 gallon, they're closer to each other and they just, I don't know, they like it a lot. And I think that that might be a big reason why they continuously get buried. I mean, it's over and over and over and over and over. So, I would have to say that them being in a 5 gallon tank is one of the reasons. I was told a long time ago, even before I got them, that if I chose to get them, that I should put them in a 5 gallon. Little itty bitty one in the back right there, right above the food. So small. But that's what I'm saying. They don't stop having babies. They just continuously have. Look at those socks are so small. Over to the right. What is that? You guys probably can't see that. He ducked down behind some stuff. Or she. There it is. See that little one? Little itty bitty ones. Yeah, there's when I got these from Robbie at Blue Crown, he said, because here's another thing that makes these shrimp so good. These shrimp are not wild shrimp. These shrimp are homebred shrimp. So somebody got the wild ones and they bred them, and then we got the babies from that, which, you know, makes them stronger. They're not susceptible to a lot of things that the wild ones are. So, and he said that these ones also carry the blue gene, you know, for the ghost or whatever. And he said if I start getting blue ones to separate them, but more or less I just leave them all together and just let them do their thing until the colony gets massive. And that's it. Just check they're not showing on website. Get a hold of me after your stream, man. I'm sure we will work something out. Oh, they're on the website. Yeah, they're on there. Because somebody just went to order some the other day, and they're also gonna wait. So they're setting their tank up. Oh, there we go. There's a rabbit. A rabbit. But again, these guys also can use that crab cuisine for their shells. Now, if you look at that rabbit snail, you go, oh, well, the end of his shell is, you know, white or whatever. Well, it has nothing to do with, like, not having enough stuff for a shell, because he does, you know, the tank does, because, you know, the whole bottom of it's crushed coral. You know, I put everything in, you know, to feed them well, so they don't have busted tips off the end of their shells or anything. Look at it, he just picking up crest coral and eating the stuff out, look, rolling over. There's something else, boy. They'll haul that shell around all day. But that's the thing is you feed them good. You know, like I could put some squash in here later, some green beans, and they'll go nuts on it. Having lots of babies is a good problem to have. Yes, it is. You can watch the food closely. You can see it expand. Yeah. Let me change the camera, focus it on there. But that's why, you know, this food's so popular. It goes so far because it just takes these guys a minute to get on it. But it opens up and it covers the bottom of the tank like that, and it'll float around and they'll eat off. They can eat off if they don't eat it all right now. They can eat it later, tomorrow. It starts to grow biofilm on it. It's just incredible stuff. Let's see if I can get that snail to the left, or not snail, but shrimp. That dark one right there, that blue one with the white dots on it. That female. She's real pretty. But that's what I'm saying. For a minute there, when I first got all this, I was like, man, you know, how long does it take? But, you know, I started seeing so many complaints on foods, on water parameters and what people use for salts and stuff. I just decided to do it myself, and then when I got them too, they said that they can just, you know, like my wastewater comes out like 170, and they're like, just put it in there, but actually dilute it because the GH was like 10. So he said, get it down to like 8. So now I just do it all myself. I don't use any special. I use the Dennerle Sulawesi salt, but I don't use the 8.5 stuff. I just raise the pH myself with liquids. Yeah, that's what you need. Just a well-seasoned, heated tank, but a lot of algae stuff. You know, that's what they really go for. So, but yeah, they're super pretty. I've talked to my wife about, you know, one day, you know, I ever get old and I can't take care of them all. The Sulawesi shrimp will be the last ones that I have, you know, because they're kind of like the ape ule, with the, you know, the specialty of them. You know, like ape ule are from Hawaii, and you know, they live 20 years. Well, I'm not saying these live 20 years, but you know, they're different. And that's what I like about them. And what was that I was going to say? I've never seen a shrimp born yet that need to be called out of the tank. And it's like, man, why would anyone want any other shrimp? I mean, because you don't have to call them. All of them are like perfect. You know, the colors are perfect. None of them come too light. None of them come with, you know, not enough spots, or, you know, they all look like the sky, you know, stars in the sky. Yeah, John, if you keep the tank warm, yeah, though, I must have all males in here because I haven't seen them spit any out. And which really sucks because my last female, she died. I had her about 3 years. Yeah, see those little babies in there to the right, the bottom right? Some are so small you see as their little red heads cruising around. Well, there's got to be. See, without my glasses, this doesn't look like it's but when I pump it up, it is. There we go. That's better. but there's so much, the food in here is so good. I don't really, I don't see a bazillion Solawesi tanks, but mainly they're on the rocks and stuff. But that's why I leave I double the light in this tank to give them food everywhere they go, because that's why I always said too is I think that the survival rate's better if the babies are wherever and they can eat wherever they're at. That's more or less what I'm saying. So if they wander off somewhere, it's not like, oh my gosh, I have to get back on this big, huge piece of lava rock to eat. They can eat everywhere, because I run the lights so much. And I think that's why I do so well. For one, the tank is smaller, and two, because I run double lights on it to create all of this food for them. I thought they were a Neo. I'm not exactly. I put them under Caradina, didn't I? I don't think they're either one. I think the reason I had them under Caradina is because I do them with RO water. So I just affiliate them with Caradina shrimp because I do the pure RO and then, and then I mineralize the water from there. Let me see if I can. Yeah, that's one thing. I've just always put them under that because I run RO water with it. Because that's what I'm saying. I don't think it falls under either Caradina or Neo Caradina. Because it's a Solawesi, so I don't think it. But I could be wrong. Hold on. Because yeah, it's a totally different shrimp. It's kind of like the Babaltis, Yeah, everything I just read on it does not doesn't say, because that's the way I always looked at it was they don't fall under the Neo or the Caradina because they're from neither place. They're not from Taiwan. They're not from those waters. They're from Indonesia. So even though they like hard water, They didn't fall underneath either one of those, so they're just Cardinal Soloaces. I don't know. I'll have to. That's a good thing I never thought about. I'll have to look into that and describe it better. I feel that's pretty weird. I've never gotten so in depth about it. Huh. That's a good question. I'll get that. But that's why I put them under Caridina because, like I said, RO water. Will African Rift salts work for them? I don't know. Hey, TN Aquarium. I use. Now here's the thing. These are homebred, so I don't think it really matters, Ken, because I use the Soloace salt GHKH, the Shrimp King. But I can put them right in my wastewater from my RO machine, and all I have to do is add pure RO to actually dilute it a little because now it has all the minerals. So I can run it off of that, or I could just use this. Well, I bought this because I didn't know I could run it off of that stuff, and I was told I could run it off of that due to the fact that they're homebred. And they're bred in the waters like that. They're like tap water that had high minerals in it. So, with that being said, if you have salts that, I can't say yes or no, Ken. I don't want to say yes, and then it'd be wrong. But I could put them, like I said, I could put them right in my RO, my wastewater from my RO machine, and they'll thrive. I mean, I top this tank off with wastewater from my RO machine. So, hey, a little baby one right there. So I'm not sure if you can use like saltwater salts, but this Soloace salt is supposed to be from Lake Soloace. It's supposed to be from where they get the Soloaces. You know, like they evaporate the water. This is what's left, supposedly, or something like that. Multi-mineral salt for Soloace shrimp. It's supposed to mimic the salts of where they come from. But, or I should say, not the salts, the minerals of where they come from. So, for all I know, this could be a bunch of ground up shells and stuff. Who knows? But I put them in my wastewater, and they're just fine. Because I was told just use tap water and just remineralize it from there. You know, just bump it up to where they like it. But, like, for the pH, where is it at? Hold on, I'll show you what I use for pH. For pH, I just ran out of the API pH up. So now I have, hold on. Luke, are you in class? You can go in now. I got the pond, pH up pond. So it's like for outside. So it's stronger. You don't need as much. It says safely corrects pH problems. So this is what I use to raise the pH. Reason is this salt doesn't raise the pH that high. The KH isn't real strong in here. So I make the salts the way it's supposed to be, and then I just bump the pH up, get that set, good to go. It's really simple. I mean, it really is for, some people that, I've read before I got into them. They're like, oh, you got to use this, or I didn't have any luck with this, and I couldn't keep the pH up, and I was just like, well, can't you control it, with a chemical? Will a chemical help? Will it work? And so I tried it, and my shrimp just explode. And then, huh? Oh, okay, so you're in there? Oh, okay, great. And then, like other stuff. Okay. Other stuff to get, salts and stuff, minerals. I use the Brightwell. Just remineralizer. But this, throw it in the 120 for the cichlids. All my South Africans over there, whatever, the Severums and everything I got over there. I'll throw this in to give them some extras that don't come in the water, even though they get the wastewater too. So I'll fill the tank up with wastewater, and then I drain that and pump all the wastewater into there. They just thrive in it, And that's the thing is like he said is, hey Dobo, welcome. Yeah, I know a monoshrimp or Caridina. Yes. Very hard water from the tap here, so we always steer towards shrimp and fish for our water. Yeah. Well, the thing is enjoying trying to raise stuff that's not for your water. That I find that to be fun because it's like you have so much skill doing it with your fish or shrimp or whatever. They go, maybe let's start with a little saltwater tank or something, because it's like growing vegetables and stuff. You have this great garden, but can you grow flowers? Can you grow roses? Can you plant a tree and have it live? It's just taking yourself above and beyond just to, see. I mean, it's kind of like you, Kenny, with the stuff you sell. I mean, you're a salesman. Oh, look at that shrimp right there, right in front of that snail. Look at it. All you can see is the head. It was probably born today or yesterday. But, you have clients and customers that come in and, it's someone new every day. So it's like, okay, well, you dealt with somebody yesterday and it could be like dealing with a fish tank. Well, now today you have to deal with a saltwater tank. If you look at it that way, you have skills to do all this stuff. So when you look at your water, you're like, maybe I should try just to see, I look at that little guy. He's like, hold on, don't move so fast. Hold on, I'm eating. Let me clean this spot. Hold on. Don't hold. Wait, I got it. Okay, and off. Shoo, made it. Our pH is 8. Oh yeah, you're good then. Just put crushed coral and you shouldn't have to add anything to it. Because I run this at about 8.2, 8.4, and they just go bazonkers. They just love it. Love it. Now let me see, since I show you that, see if I can move the camera and show you some other. Kind of show you what you guys have seen this tank, probably 20 times, but you can see all the little itty bitty babies and why it's so important to have the lights on, because you want here, see if I can zoom in, and you can see the babies. They're so small they almost don't even exist, but they're working that hard. They're working. They're working that hard from birth. So you gotta, just like any shrimp tank, you want to be able to, have everything they need to live from the first minute that they're kicked to, till they're an adult. But the thing is if you start having large birth rates and you're having so many babies born, they need all that fresh food, and then every time they're born, you need food for them, and then the other ones, and then the other ones, and then the other one. So it's got to continuously go, 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 go. If you start slacking and you're not running the extra light and able to build, what they need, then, there's a chance that you could start losing babies. I know this is a terrible thing too. Well, the picture, at least with my eyes, looks crappy. Right. My wife will come down here. She comes down here and right to this tank, right to this tank, right to this tank. It's, my fear is when I start breaking some out of here to put into the 10 gallon, will they thrive like they're doing now? So I don't know, because you can't move them if they're pregnant. So you're going to have to take out all the shrimp that are not buried. And then once those mamas kick their babies and have the rest of their babies, then, you can pull them out. But, anyways, you see the algae to the left is that, Dobo. Hey, thank you so much. Hey, all right, Dobo. That was very appreciated. You are appreciated, Dobo. Thank you so much. The algae to the left it's that tuft algae, what I call tuft, or what I heard explained tuft. It's like grass. It's not hair algae or anything, to explain it like that. Now there's some slime algae in there, but they, like yesterday, they were on it heavy, just working, getting all the stuff out of it. I reach in there, pull it off all the time, but I let it grow maybe about 3 inches, and I pop it off, 3 inches, pop it off. I don't clean it 100%, because it just seems like it's something that they appreciate having. I have to head out to work now, Brian. I will be in touch soon. Thanks for all the information, everyone. Yes. Hey, anytime, Mr. Kenny E. Tell the wife we say hello and send our love from Detroit. So you guys stay good, and we'll be talking to you soon. Yes, thank you, Dobo. That was greatly appreciated. Let me aim it down a little bit. See, and the thing is like, I watched Mark Shrimp Tanks, and he would say that, his shrimp back up when he gets to the tank. So, I take that into account too. So what would I do is I would stand in front of the tank, move around in front of it more than normal, and maybe stick a net in there, leave it in there for a couple hours, to try to take that fear away, and let them realize that, hey, nothing's going to happen. It's all good. Nothing's going to happen. So now when I go up, they don't move. I mean, they don't care about anything. They do not care about anything. Let me see if I can get some of these guys in the back. It's just a really hard tank to film or to video because of the substrate being so light. But the 10 gallon I'm putting them in, I have a monstrous piece. Huge like this. It's just monstrous piece of lava rock I bought at my buddy's store. And then I'm going to put those big 3 pieces in, and the bottom's already covered with crushed coral. When I first made the first 10 gallon tank, I had crushed coral built up like 2 inches. I had a wall, a plexiglass wall, and then the front of it was black sand. Well, I like the crushed coral bottom the whole way. I don't know. The sand was cool, but with this, it just makes me feel like, as I see the babies growing and stuff, like I said, having the amount of food for them to where wherever they land or wherever they go, there's food everywhere. And with sand and stuff, I don't feel that to be as true due to the fact that, it doesn't, there's not a large surface for them to eat off of like there is with crushed coral. It's kind of like having rocks, stuff like that. It's like having lava rock, large places for them to eat off of. But I'll tell you right now, that's the positives about this is you don't have to call. You just don't. The bad thing is, there's a pro. A con, you have so many now, and there's more buried. Yeah, the tank is covered full of buried shrimp. But I was told, and all this stuff comes true. It's like, look, I don't, just like everyone in here, I don't know the stuff, until until I really jump into it, dive into it. You really don't know. I mean, that's like I try to tell everyone. You can't always listen to what everyone says because it doesn't mean that it's going to be true in your area. That's all I'm trying to say. If somebody says, hey, I didn't do good with the 7, whatever this is, 7.2 or whatever, I only had buried shrimp at 8.5. Well, you could look at it and go, well, what size tank did you have? Did you have them in a big tank? Because I had them in a big tank, they didn't do nothing. It wasn't until I put them in a little 5-gallon that they started to explode. And I was told from day one by someone a long time ago, if you choose to have Solawesi, put them in a 5-gallon. And I was like, who wants them in a 5-gallon? But, and it said, make sure you have, and then they said, if you don't want to have big pieces of lava rock, have your substrate, that crushed up lava rock. They said, get lava rock and bust it all up, and that'd be your substrate, and then you could put other stuff in it, but then they could graze all along the bottom. And that's a great idea too, but then, it's like, well, do you have to fight the pH? So then you could put crushed coral and then put the lava rock over that. So there's a lot of ways you could do it. But it wasn't until I went down to a 5-gallon, only because the 10-gallon busted, that they started to just explode. Aristus Smalls. Did I read that correctly? How is it going? What's up? Any rabbit snail babies yet? No, I think that I got all boys because I had females before. They got really old and they died. And some of the orange foot one in here are, well, I would say yellow, but I have yellows in here too. But the only orange foot in here that I have left is from that female. But no babies yet. So I hope that, they're just not old enough yet. But, because that'd really suck. It's so cool to see the Solawesi's or the rabbit snails have babies. Just started selling some of my shrimp. Thanks for inspiring me to start breeding. Well, you're welcome. I'm glad that you come on here and get inspired because that's the whole thing. The inspiration is what makes you want to breed your shrimp, take it to a whole nother level to where your shrimp are better than the next person's shrimp. And it's maybe not true, but it's good to have that in your head because you work so hard on them. You may cull your shrimp. You feed them so many different foods like we do here. There's so many things that you do to make your shrimp super healthy to where, the chances of them getting sick or anything is very low, slim to none, all this stuff to where they live to their full potential. So if, Solawesi shrimp live till 2 years, but, your shrimp are dying at a year, it's probably because the waters aren't right, parameters, blah, blah, blah. We all know this stuff. But so if you're working so hard because you're so inspired, you just love shrimp so much, and now you're selling, now you're taking it to another level because now you're selling funds your hobby which now your hobby is becoming free, and all these people that are buying your shrimps are getting shrimps that you raised, that you took care of, and they're a high grade due to the fact that they're going to live really long. You know, they're going to get to that year and a half, maybe a little longer, maybe the 2 years. You know, you're not going to have as many failed molts. But the bad thing is when you sell them, this is where, you know, us as breeders and shrimp keepers, where we come in, because you can't just sell your product and say, here you go. You have to also teach the person that you're selling it to and tell them, hey, look, you know, which a lot of people don't do, because, I mean, it's just like a fish store. I'm sorry to say, I'm 48 years old. They've done it ever since I was younger. Not every fish store does it, but, you know, a lot of places, if you don't ask, they'll just sell you a fish and say, see you later. Have a great one. If you ever need us, give us a call. You know, because do they want people to succeed? Well, of course, but if, you know, if you fail, if your fish dies, you have to come back and buy another fish. You know, do they want that to happen? Probably not always, because if your fish lives, then you got to come back and buy more food, this and that. But, I mean, it all plays the same. But if you as a breeder explains to people buying your shrimp, look, they do best this way. Do this, and you should have the same results I do. But the bad thing is like, if I tell everyone that's on here, hey, if you do this, you'll have the best, same results I do, that's a lie. Because if you live in the UK, or if you live in Indonesia, or if you live in California, or if you live anywhere that I don't live, then your water parameters are not the same as mine. They're just not. It doesn't matter what you have. If you live where Kenny E lives and he says that his pH is 8, okay, well, that's great, but what else is in your water? Will they enjoy your water like they do mine? But that's why, you know, on certain stuff, I'm just like, you know what, guess what? I'll just do RO and then I'll remineralize, so I'm not taking any chances. But with these guys, you know, I put them in that water and they do really good. I do my water changes with remineralized RO, but I top off with the wastewater from my RO machine. So they're getting tons of minerals everywhere. Hey, Nick, what's up? What's up, our new member of the military? I just have one tank with basic Neo. Hey, one tank's all you need. But just make sure that you make room for tank number 2, because I guarantee it'll happen. It just will. It always does. You know, it's good to have addictions, positive, healthy addictions. You know, and like with me, with my anxiety and all that stuff, this, you know, just makes my day so much better. I was thinking about starting a whole nother channel on YouTube too, just for people that have anxiety and panic attacks and suffer from, you know, get angry and all this stuff, you know, because that happens to me, and have like a channel of just where we sit around and talk about that, and, you know, because when you talk about things, it makes you feel better and it can calm you down. So, you know, it's good to have a little chat, because I looked and I don't see any. I see people that have posted stuff, but I don't see any chat rooms for people that suffer from severe anxiety and depression. So, you know, I suffer from it. I take medication for it. So I thought start a channel on that. You know, other than this, because that's why I do this, because of my anxiety and depression. So I do this to make myself feel better, but not, you know, I don't reach everyone because, you know, they don't know. So I'm going to start a Still Wasty tank when I come back from the military. Well, yeah, give me a call however many years down the road when you come home. Well, our temp just hit 21 degrees. It's like a heat wave compared to what it's been. Oh, yeah. Hey, that's some funny stuff. I have to say, To see people freak out that they're getting snow and they've never gotten snow. It's like, oh my god, oh my god. I just laugh when they're like, ooh, is it cold out? It's 50 degrees, and I'm like, it's -3 degrees here. We just got hit with 10 inches of snow. And it's like, then vehicles, you see them stuck in drive, people can't drive, and it's like, I don't understand. And somebody said the other day, they said, hey, does anyone know how, and they named an expressway by us, does anyone know how the roads are? And they said, well, this is Michigan. And if you live in Michigan, you should have been smart enough to buy a vehicle that would go through our weather and not a front wheel drive car, like my Magnum's an all wheel drive, but you have to at least have a vehicle that has all the limited slip, differential, all that stuff for in the snow. So that's like, we have the other car put in the garage. It's a Ford Flex, but that's got like the low profile rims, the real wide tires on it. Does great in the snow. But with the Magnum, it's all wheel drive. It's like driving a 4x4 truck. So we just do that. But yeah, it's kind of weird to see how people react to snow and cold weather. It's like, you guys just would not last in Michigan. You just would not last. Because like now it's February. By April, it'll all be over. By middle of April, it'll all be melting, warming up. So it's like, to us, it's nothing. I have 2 snow blowers, and this is the first time that, we've gotten over like an inch and a half or 2 inches. When I was a kid, you used to get, a foot and a half like every day. You'd have to dig yourself out of the front door. But now the snow is so little. But yeah, we got hit pretty good the other day. Yep, shrimps are good therapists. Yes, they are. I got snow last year for the first time in 8 years. Yeah, see? That's what I'm saying. Yeah, shrimp are big time therapists. It's, fish are too, but here's another positive that I like shrimp is because you can have way more shrimp in one tank than you can fish. There is no 1 inch rule when it comes to shrimp. None of that crap. So, I can have 200 Sulawesi in a 5-gallon tank if my water's kept up and they have plenty of food. I can have 300 shrimp in a 10-gallon tank if I'm able to keep up with biofilm and feeding them, to where they're able to graze, just make sure you have a lot of leaves in there. And, that's what I'm saying. You can't do that with fish. Fish, you have so many, and then, that's it. That's why I like the shrimp, because you can put hundreds in there and just be in awe and just going, what the? So, it's super cool. So nice being a double digits. I could probably even get out my front door today. Yeah, let me see what it is here. It's supposed to next week. That's why I was trying to get some orders going. It's supposed to get in the 40s. All right. All right, let me set this. Let me hit it. I don't let it run. It kills the battery. See, it says it's 27 for the high today. It feels like 19. 28, 27, 32, 36, 39 by Tuesday. So see, if anyone orders shrimp and stuff, this coming week's going to be great. So, Dobo, we barely get any snow where I live. And there were never any major problems with traffic when it snowed. Yeah, it's, I don't know. It's even here. With the bad weather we get, it's like always when the season starts, it's like people get scared and they freak out, and you hit the expressway and there's accidents everywhere. It's like, I don't understand. The bad thing is in in a state where I live, with it us having 4 seasons, you have to drive on the defensive all the time because if it's you know uh, let's say it's 98 degrees out, it's really humid, and then the sun's blazing in, the car's really hot. If you have the air on, then you got to get out in all that humidity, and that can be like, but you always, because it's so bright, you always want to wear like sunglasses and pay attention because people can't always see. They just don't, people just blindly drive. And then when it rains, you got to make sure, that people don't hydroplane and hit you, because when it rains super hard. And then when fall comes and it starts to get cold, you get black ice or you just get slick spots or people slam on their brakes and they just slide because it's wet. And then when winter hits, you have a lot of ice and it's just like, you always have to be on the defensive. But there's so many people that, they just get scared. And if something happens, let's say they start to slide, they just freak out. And it's like they throw their hands up and close their eyes and cross their fingers, and that's always what causes it, man. And it's like you can't, you got to stay focused. Drive real slow. Leave five car gap between you and the car in front of you. It's just how things need to be done. A lot of people don't do that, but we're kind of missing the snow this year in Idaho. It's been a really snowless year. Yeah, it's surprising that here we have so much snow, but you look at places that are getting pummeled right now, and they're talking about watch how much oranges and stuff go up because with all the freezing and everything that's hitting some of these states, they're losing their produce and everything. Watch, it's gonna raise prices. I mean, just like gas is starting to go up, it's getting like $2.50, $2.60 a gallon because they say that there's such a need for it now because they say the economy's going up. So people are getting out and doing more stuff. I call bullshit, but it's just everything's starting to go up again. We're in the mid 40s right now at night. Ooh, that's nice. We have 5 seasons. The 5th one is mud. Nick, you're funny. Yeah, Idaho would be cool. I'd like to go to Idaho. I want to go to like Montana. I like the mountains. I like seeing the mountains and all sorts of stuff, like Western stuff. I'm so into that. Another one, Idaho. We don't leave a gap. Depends which part of Idaho you are. Because I've gotten snow and I've also lived in Idaho. We get mud season 2 times a year where I'm at. Mud, that's funny. 5 seasons and one of them's mud. I like that. Well, everyone, I think we're going to have to call this the end of our stream because if you guys have been here since the beginning, you guys know I have to take my mother to the doctor. And it's about time, 1:38, so I have to get her ready by 2. It's an hour drive, 2:15. She's elderly, so it's going to take quite a while. I don't like to hurry her up and, not take the wind out of her. So, so I got to get her riled together to get her to the hospital, get an MRI on her spine so they can see the fractures so we can get a surgery and get them fixed. But I'm very glad that I came on here today, and I'm very glad to see everyone that is on here. I appreciate all of you so very much. Ma's good. She just hurt a lot, so we got to get her all taken care of. So, but yes, thank you, Dobo. Thank you very much for the donation. It was Uh, all that stuff is needed at all times. So thank you so much. But you guys have a beautiful, blessed day. Thank you so much for coming and hanging out. Um, yeah, Luke will feel better hopefully too. She's been giving him Benadryl and the chamomile or calamine or whatever lotion to put on to cut it down. So, okay, everyone, thank you so much. And look, watch out for the next few days. What I was supposed to have is coming. Supposed to be coming. They said like 2 to 3 days. So hopefully I can get another stream in by this weekend with it and show you guys some real cool stuff. So, okay, everyone, thank you so much for showing up. Thank you to my moderators. And it looks like just a Chevy Fish, which, look, ran the whole time. You guys are the best. Chevy Fish #1. What? And also, remember, if anybody's looking for a t-shirt, let me know. I want to get these things all over the place. But, all right, everyone, have a great day. Stay safe. And from Detroit Shrimp and Aquatics, peace. See you soon.